The Sharks, on the other hand, they've been up for 7 weeks. They've had a lot going on, and they were just off their game. I think you can forgive the Sharks. They've had a great season to date, and it just wasn't their night. They just had one of those nights where it snowballed against them. They had a high-energy team that they were playing, and they just didn't give them an opportunity after it all got away from them.
What about Jerome Luai in the number 7? He was fantastic.
I was blown away by it. I've heard people saying that Jerome played halfback growing up, but I haven't really taken too much notice. But last night, his control, his kicking game, you know, the energy was still there, bouncing around, but I thought his control, his kicking game was absolutely 10 out of 10.
Does that put him in contention to maybe take on that halfback role for the Blues?
I think so. Well, if Nico's got a calf, we're going to talk about Origin later and go in more depth, but all new combinations for New South Wales, when they get in camp Monday, everyone has to be training. If Nico's got a calf or Cody's got a calf and can't train till later in the week, you can't have it. So Jerome might be the number 7.
Mate, the other one is Luke Keary. Luke Keary's pretty much played a grand final. Billy was on the other end of it, and we've spoke about it. That was one of the best kicking games I've ever seen in my whole life. And you're saying how you couldn't believe actually the precision of his kicking, but he's played a lot of big games under pressure. Like at halfback, Cooper played that night, but did very little.
Yeah,
didn't
he comes into contention. Keary,
yeah.
Keary definitely comes into consideration.
What about in that game last night as well, Dylan Edwards? We speak about him week in and week out, just what he does for Penrith.
Yeah.
Last night he did it once again.
Well, it doesn't surprise you anywhere. And any time now he performs, he's so consistent. This is his standard. You know what you're going to get from him as a teammate, as an opposition. You know, when you come up against Dylan Edwards, he's always going to be in the game, and he's always going to be at you, and he's always going to be in position.
And goal kicks.
He kicks well, doesn't he?
And goal kicks. So that's why when Val got Simb in, you know, I think you got to remember you need a goal kicker, especially when he's kicked under pressure. Who would be your second kicker? Like if Val didn't play, which he still might, and you haven't picked him.
We haven't picked our team yet.
That's right, but who would be? Who's another goal kicker?
Cherry kicks.
Yeah, Cherry Evans has kicked.
He doesn't kick great, but he's good. He can kick. Does Hammer kick?
Score more.
He can
tries.
normally do anything, can't he, Hammer?
Well, Dylan Edwards, the mail he's in.
Yeah, right.
Shamus just said when he left, said pretty much they're going to pick Dylan Edwards, which is it's a real surprise,
because
really.
the talk, Ivan Cleary said earlier in the year that he said no matter whether it's fullback, he said he's played, wing on the wing for Australia. He said he just needs to be in the team. Would you, though, pick him at fullback if you were going to pick him for the Blues?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd probably pick Tedesco, purely his experience, and then if you're going to have inexperienced halves combination, I just think you need that experience and cool head at the back. He'll do a great job, Dylan Edwards, without a doubt, but I'm just worried there's going to be a lot of players in key positions who haven't played together who are also debuting, so interesting one.
So you want that experience that Tedesco brings to the side? And
I really don't know, because you got to work backwards. You pick your halves, and then who complements the halves and how you're going to play. Don't know. It's a big decision.
Yeah.
There's some big calls coming up tonight.